Alright, I just shared it out twice. So if you're wondering why I was just sitting there not doing much, it's because I'm sharing it out. Live, Evansville, Indiana, John Geary, aka Local John 1812, as you can see from the YouTube channel. Today, I've done this before. Conversations, stuff like that I have, been on here and talked about different things. Sometimes I have a topic. Today, don't have too much of a set topic just yet. I'm waiting to see if someone comes in, leave some stuff, in the comment section. So if you guys come in, hit the like button, give a comment out, that type of stuff. Most of the time, I may not get many that come in here, but they'll end up watching the top of the truck there or the replay. So, but I'm glad to have anybody that shows up. We had a live the other day that went really good, which was the storms. Speaking of that right now it's just raining. I mean, flood everywhere. It's just raining. So I don't know what's doing in your neck of the woods. But if you guys come in, thank you for coming in. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know if it's raining where you're at. Hello, Mom. Good morning. Good morning. The flood water, it's come. So, yeah, just thank you for coming in, hitting the like button, and commenting. Flood water everywhere, right? I was just telling everybody whatever's going on in your neck of the woods, let me know. Right now, just rain for us. It was storms last night. Power went out a little bit again. Came back on. I was only out for like a brief second. So the whole point of truth conversation is truthful talking. I'd like to get, yeah, it is really bad. I'd like to get, there's a segment on YouTube Live where you can do called Let's Go Live Together. And you send a link to one person. Like, you can't send it out to mass because only one person can use it. So anyways, it makes me record vertical instead of like this, right? Horizontal. And it's fine if I'm going to record vertical if there's someone next to me. So the thing about it is I want to do that where I can get people on here with me and have conversations. So the next bet is to keep communicating with you guys. That's what I plan on doing. So if you guys want to be a part of that, in the comment section now, you can write, hey, next time you do that, I'd like for you to send me some information or send it to me, give me a time frame or something. I'll be able to do it. And then number two, you can also email me. I think it's in my community tab where I've got an email, and you can say, hey, Local John, next time I want to go live with you. And make sure that, we'll make sure that doesn't fall again. But make sure that when you do say that in the email, please make sure that you're sending that. Let me make sure I get this right. Sending that with information there, like, hey, I'm going to put you down here real quick. I should see something. Send that where it's like, nope, I don't like that there either. Anyways, send it to me to where it's like, you're writing in the email like, hey, I want to go live with you. Send it to this email. No, I don't. Well, not in this position. I don't have one. I do have one, but not in this position on the dashboard. No. This is fine now. It won't fall now. It's up against the window there. But my next move too is to see. I don't know if I can do this or not, but there is the GoPros. I really like those cameras. They're very versatile. They're small. They can go in water and rain. They're for fast action movements, but they're also for vlogging and conversations like this. And I can set one very small. It's small. GoPros are small. And so I can set them very easily a lot of different places. And they have a lot of attachments for them. Microphones, lights, all kinds of stuff that I want to get. I think the one I saw at Costco and a couple other places around $300. So that's eventually what I'm going to move to, is a GoPro. I think the GoPro has a feature too where you can connect it with your phone somehow or a laptop and go live. So that is eventually what I'm going to do. And I don't know how soon. It might be sooner rather than later, because I've always recorded with my phone. But I think on my lives, I'm going to record with the GoPro, and maybe I'll record my videos with the GoPro too, and put them videos, upload it to, a storage space somewhere, and then edit the videos and upload them, or just go to live and be live, obviously. So I'll have to do some research on that. But Truth Talk. So what is Truth Talk? Truth Talk is anything you guys want to talk about. You can put it in the comment section. It could be about anything you want, my opinion on, advice on. Maybe it's something you just want to hear me talk about. You want my truthful opinion about something. And it's supposed to be without reservation or hesitation. And that's the whole point of Truth Talk. I think to set the country more free and around the world more free, I think we need to get more truthfulness out there between individuals. And I don't think it needs to be ugly truthfulness, mean towards each other, or nothing like that, but it needs to be truthful. So, like, you can't beat around the bush to a certain extent. Obviously, you want to watch what you say, especially online and things like that. You don't want it to ever come back to bite you, especially when people can take your words and twist them. Take little small clips and say he said this or she said this or what they said this, whatever. So you got to watch what you say. But I'm just going to flat out be truthful as best I can. I mean, I think it's important. I got my coffee from McDonald's. They're running a special in their app. Any size coffee for $1, which is a pretty good deal. So, but yeah, I think it's important, guys. I really do. I really think it's the truthfulness in the country. And I honestly think common sense and truthfulness need to come back. I mean, we've got so many people getting so crazy over little things or big things in some eyes that they don't even give something time to marinate. If you tenderize, I'm not a cook though, but I mean, I know if you tenderize some meat and stuff, usually you let it soak. Some people let it soak in some type of, seasoning liquid solution, right? And if they only let that tenderize for 5 minutes, the meat quality, that taste wouldn't be that good. But if you let it tenderize for a while, or soaking, whatever they call it, the meat quality becomes better, right? I mean, or not necessarily meat, the flavor. So for God's sakes, people, let some of the stuff that's happening around our world and some of the stuff that's happening in this country, some of the stuff, it could be political, it could be sports, it could be educational, it could be all kinds of stuff, religion, but let some of the stuff manifest a little bit before we jump to any conclusions and say, oh, it's just we're down, we're going to be hurt, it's over. It's easier said than done, though. I will say that. I will admit that it's easier said than done. And unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people with a lot of patience and just self-awareness to take precautions, to understand that things take time to develop. So I could go on and on about different things, jumping here and there. I'd rather have some direction. Maybe someone or some people in the comment section could say, hey, what do you think about this new movie coming out? Or what do you think about this, the Final Four coming up today? What do you think about this or that? And I will answer it truthfully. If I don't have an opinion on it, I'll let you know, hey, I don't really follow that, don't have an opinion, but and that's what the truthful talk is about. And eventually one day I want to get multiple people to be able to come up and talk. There's another thing called StreamYard where I can get multiple people up here at one time, which would be awesome. So that's what I would like to do. I mean, I honestly would. So today is the NCAA Final Four. You got Duke versus Houston, Florida versus Auburn, two SEC teams there. If I had to pick, truthfully, I'd take Auburn to beat Florida. And I'm going to take Houston for the upset over Duke. I think Duke has the better player on the floor with Cooper Flagg, but maybe Houston has the better coach with Calvin Sampson. And that's the same thing with Florida. Florida's coach is younger, but I think Bruce Pearl might be the better coach there in Auburn. So there you go. The final four picks there, Auburn and Houston. I really don't have a dog in a fight, they say. I really don't care who wins, but give me Houston and Auburn to play each other, and I think Pearl gets his first championship. I think Auburn wins. So there you go. There's my Final Four / championship predictions for today, and that's what I think for college basketball. What else do I think about what's going on with this weather? Guys, this weather is bad, and I really feel like we had a pretty not bad but not good ending to winter. It was like it went out pretty loudly, and I think that was a precursor to going into a strong early storm season. And maybe the storms will die out more towards the midsummer, late summer. Maybe we'll get less storms that are this crazy. But the way the winter came in so harsh, the last 6 or 7 weeks of that, which is not uncommon, but I just feel like sometimes when it's going out like that, it's either a precursor for something to come in lighter to give you some relief, or it's a precursor for something to continue. I feel like it's going to continue. These last few days, last few weeks, has just been an indication that, yeah, rain, go away. Here comes another tornado today. I mean, it's just sad to say, but that's what it feels like, you know. And it's perfect conditioning too. You notice we had some of that cool weather and the warmth, and also we get the mixtures, and now everybody's dealing with all these high winds and tornadoes. But yeah, will we go live during more storms? We probably will. I should have went live last night. I got a tremendous amount of people to watch that live. I appreciate it. I think it was over like 200 and something people watched that replay or watched some portions of it. I put a clip up from part of the video, the main part, and it had over, last time I checked yesterday, within a day, it had 890 views. It was unbelievable. So, and over on TikTok, I have a TikTok channel over on there. It did some stuff too over there. I think 400 views. So, it was really cool to see that. So we'll go live during more storms and different things. I think live is, you know, I try to make content and try to make up ideas and videos. And we did do the review of the Big Mac meal. It really was just us reviewing the sauce. And I thought that was a good reception. I think we had like 40 something views, 45 views in a couple days on that one, which is about 20 views per day. But to be honest with you, maybe I should start going live more. Maybe it should be more live communication. And like I said, I'd like to get it more like a talk show type hosting show where I can get people lined up and say, hey, okay, next time you go live, I'd like to do this conversation and I want to be live with you. And what I would do is, like I said, set it up vertically. I'll send you the link. We'll go live together. And that'll be our conversation to have with one another. Kind of like me interviewing that person and having a conversation. And then in the chat, we can read off the chat what people are saying. And we can do it like that. So that's kind of like what I want to do going forward with Truth Talk, is just have a truthful conversation with someone else. Otherwise, it kind of get rambling, you know. I try to stay on as much as I can to give you guys some type of content. I've got to pick up some pet food today, dog food, and then go over by the church and vacuum and do a few little things over there. And then I got to study my book that I've been studying. And so, got to read that. I got to read another chapter of that or 2 chapters today and try to get that done as fast as I can and keep going through the book and going through flashcards. And so, never stop learning, keep reading, right? That would be something that is beneficial. One person said they read up to 20 books a year. And I think that's a lot. But, I mean, I know probably some people read more. I can tell you, now I've read, this is going to be on my 3rd book. 3 books. And that's like, wow, you've read 3 books? Yep. Both of them were small books. Well, 2 of them been small books. The 3rd one's a small book too, but reading is good. I've read some of the Bible a little bit. Not much, though. I'll be lying to you. Truthfully, I've read some. A little bit. So reading the Bible would be good. I don't know what you guys think about reading. You know, I went and did my taxes yesterday. Finally got that done. Found out a little thing, most people get them done real early, but it might be a better deal for you to wait until after March 1st. I don't know. That's not always the case, but might be a better deal. A lot of people are going to doing them on their own now, using online services and stuff like that, and it's becoming more relatively available to people. I think that's going to get easier and easier as time progresses, which I think could hurt the industry for some tax professionals and tax companies. But I think at the end of the day, there's still always going to be a need for them, because what if that software fails? What if you're not for sure on a certain document or something of that nature? Those guys that went through all the little classes and stuff, or big classes, whatever they are, but there are some things, and they have to do a certification for it. So those people who do that, they did it for a reason, because some things can get complicated, during tax times and documents. So I don't know, but I'm glad to get those done. I think if you haven't got them done yet, I think you have until, last time I checked a few days ago, it was like 12 days left. So there's either 11 or 10 days left for the deadline of tax. That's what I think. I mean, but I might be looking at the wrong calendar, wrong date. Maybe that's what happened, but either way. So I know taxes can be a problem for everybody, though. So I was glad to get mine done. Glad to get mine done for sure, out of the way. Now little John's got to get his done. He actually has a tax company that came to his school and said they'll do all of them for free, all the high schoolers, which that's a beneficial to them, because these guys, most of them only have that one W-2, and they only worked at one job, and not going to get much money, and you have them go somewhere else, and they're going to take $50, $100, whatever it's going to take, and pretty well wipe them out, so might as well take them somewhere that's free, or do it on. I think one of my first ever tax things I did when I was younger, when I didn't get to claim myself, but obviously I did my own taxes. I believe I did on a paper, but I think it was like at a library or something somewhere. I don't remember, because I had to do taxes when I was 16, so took it in somewhere. But yeah, one time I think someone helped me, and it was on a piece of paper, so like some type of paper tax document. I don't know for sure, but I don't remember everything when I was 16. That was a long time ago. But yep, just nothing but rain, gloomy day. Should be warm coming up. Let me click this real quick. Okay, there we go. It came back in. Yeah, praying it stops. I'd rather have rain than ice or snow. Okay, good. Yeah, you'll do that with me. That'd be great. Yeah, we need to read more of the Bible for sure. For sure, we do. And if you're a person who's an atheist or a non-believer or anything of that nature, I'd still encourage you to read the Bible. Read it. Since you're a non-believer, you would be reading it. You, the individual that doesn't believe, would be reading it as a fictional book. And so then I would say, since you don't believe and you wouldn't be concerned about, no one trying to convert you, and you think it's you could think it's a fictional book, then I would say it's no different than you reading like a history novel or something like that. So just read it, see what you think. We hope one day everyone believes in Christ, but it doesn't matter. It does matter and it doesn't matter. It does matter before salvation. It doesn't matter because I'm still a respectful person, and I would still help or love or help anybody, So yeah, it's important that we try our best to make life more appealing to everyone the best we can. And sometimes we're not going to agree with people's lifestyles, choices, but I still wouldn't want to hurt a person, or I still wouldn't want to make that person feel a certain way. People joke around or something, but that's here and there, whatever. But it's different when people are just like really rude, mean. That's kind of ridiculous and uncalled for. So you don't have to be like that in life. So, but I hope you guys are doing well today. And I know I've got a lot of stuff to do. It's a little things, but these little things are spread out. Like I said, I'm over here by Walmart now. I'm gonna run over there real quick. Soon here in a few minutes and run over there and grab that and get that dog food back to him. And little John can put some in their food bowls. They already had some, but they'll need some for this afternoon. And then go over to the church, do that, and then read my book. So it's little things like this, and you're like, well, how long is that going to take you? Well, and also I got to work out too. So I need to do all this before 6 o'clock tonight. So, or before 9. Yeah, 6, 5:30 or 6. So need to get that done. Thanks for 2 likes. Thanks for the individuals in here watching. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Every little thing that we're doing, we do this because we want to have great conversations, and we're going to go, I'm just going to do lives more. I just think I've been trying to figure out, I'll make reviews of products and food, but I'm also going to do more live video content. So I think the channel itself is going to go under a slight transformation of more lives, but I want the talk show style live that I was talking about, and then also doing some more product reviews and that type of stuff. So going forward, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys have come in and watched, appreciate coming in and hitting the like and sharing out and all that stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So we're going to listen, if you guys are interested in going live with me next time, comment in the comment section here, or go to my community tab and leave me your email or a way I can send you the link and tell me what you'd like to talk about, and we can set up a date for it to occur. And we're going to go live with that, and we'll advertise it. I'll make a thumbnail for it and all that, and then we'll advertise it, Truth Talk with John and today a special guest talking about whatever, okay? And we'll do that. So let me know down below or email me if you'd like to do that. It would be awesome to do that and have it online, and I think it would be fun. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here and go get that dog food and stuff. And I hope you guys have a great day. God bless everyone. Keep Christ the light of your life, and we love you all. And have a good day. Stay safe. Stay dry as best you can. I got an umbrella with me, best I can. So, have fun. Okay, guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.